And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, tuning in to another episode of this freaking show. The weekly podcast with a little bit of something and a whole lot of nothing. I am your host, Travis D, and alongside me, as always,
Awkward Colin.
And Geekcast Joe.
Joe, you missed a really good time at C2E2.
I bet. How was it? I've been meaning to ask you about it, but I've been waiting till the show, and so I just forgot so that I wouldn't do it before now.
It was fun. For my first expo convention show like that, I had a blast. It was everything I thought it was going to be, and it made it for a good time. We got to meet a lot of interesting people, people with amazing costumes and people with what looked like garbage.
Not so amazing. We'll put it that way.
Yeah. It's like you got and you could really tell how much effort these people put into their costumes.
Oh yeah.
And then then you got the other people who kind of half-assed it, and But it was fun. It was definitely fun, and it was awesome meeting the people that kind of got into their characters and stuff like that, voiced it a little.
Oh, those people
are my
really
favorite.
Cool.
Yeah.
So there's this one guy who goes to. Oh, go ahead.
No, please, share.
I was gonna say there's this one guy who goes to the New York Comic Con every year, who looks exactly like Peter Griffin and has perfected the voice.
I think I probably saw a YouTube video of him.
You probably have. So
yeah, it was crazy because when we were walking through it, you may see here's two people who are dressed like Tony Stark and Black Widow, and they may bump into somebody who's dressed like Hawkeye and Captain America, and then somebody wants to get all of them together and take a picture of them, and it's so cool. And then they do the same thing with the X-Men. There was a group. It had to be a group of friends. There was Professor X, Mini Juggernaut, little Juggernaut guy, Cyclops, Wolverine. Who was the girl?
Gambit.
There was Gambit. Who was the girl? Who did she dress up as?
Oh,
Rogue, Storm.
No,
Jean Grey.
It might have been maybe Jean. I want to say Scarlet Witch, but Scarlet Witch was in a different picture. But
I kind of want to say Scarlet Witch too.
Yeah,
so.
It had to be maybe Jubilee or Jean Grey or
Phoenix.
Something.
Actually, give me a second. I'll find out.
Yeah, there were just a group of them, and when I got up to them, I asked them for a picture. Me and Colin took pictures with a bunch of different people, and we're hoping to put them up on our website soon.
Awesome.
Yeah, and the one thing I realized, to kind of get off topic real quick. One thing I realized that people ask for that we never had is little business cards.
Yep.
Because when you go up to somebody and say, hey, we're from a podcast, we want to take pictures for our website, do you mind taking a picture with us? Obviously a lot of people said, sure, because, it's,
right.
That's what it's there for. It's for fun, it's to have a good time and everything. But then when somebody asks you for a business card, how unprofessional is that? It's like, oh, sorry, I don't have one. Well, now you either look like an unprepared guy or a liar.
Yep.
But luckily, me and Colin sat down yesterday and we actually ordered our business cards.
Which is fantastic.
Yeah, so now we're going to have little cards that we can hand out to people. So when we say, oh, we're on a podcast, and they said, well, do you have a card? Now we do.
Fantastic.
But
I'm excited.
Anyway, so back to the the group of X-Men people that we were talking to. After we explained to them how we were on a podcast and we're taking pictures for our website, it turns out they're actually on a podcast themselves.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, they're actually their podcast is called Three Wise Radio.
Three Wives Radio.
Wise, WISE.
Oh, Wise. Gotcha.
Yeah. It's a weekly podcast where they talk about the latest movies, comics, and television. They talk about new media, see new, or I guess their expression is hear new media, see new media, speak new media.
Cool.
I follow on Twitter, and then we start following them. I recommend other people start following them too because their podcasts are pretty interesting. They're just full of knowledge and fun. Like, obviously ours is knowledgeable and fun. So is theirs, and they're pretty cool group of guys. Was it Juggernaut? I think one of them was just as Juggernaut too. But I listened to a couple of their podcasts. They're pretty entertaining, pretty knowledgeable. So I hope to keep in touch with them going forward. But I mean, like, we met other people there too. I mean, a lot of they're actually professional cosplay that I never knew about.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like, there was Colin, who was that guy and girl dressed as that they're like professional cosplayers? I know it's Star Wars, right?
Oh yeah, there's. I don't know that they're from the new Star Wars, so.
Okay, but I mean, like when I started following her on Twitter, I was on Twitter, I believe. I mean, she went to C2E2. She's gonna be at Indie PopCon. I think she's gonna be at Comic Con in Wisconsin, Madison, Wisconsin. I think she's gonna be down in Missouri. I mean, like, she actually travels, and I never really saw like that being something that people really get into. Yeah. But they do, and I'm happy for it. I'm glad that there are people like that, that they're embracing that fun, that they want to do something they're going to enjoy, and they, give it 110%, like we do with this show. This is fun for us, so, we keep doing it, because that's what we want to do, and that's what they're doing, and that's really cool to see.
Absolutely.
Colin got his picture taken with Ryan Hurst and John Cusack.
Awesome.
Yes,
How was that?
It was awesome. The line for John Cusack was like really long, but and Opie's, or I should say Ryan Hurst, wasn't that long, or at least where I wasn't that bad. But
right.
We're not saying Ryan Hurst isn't as popular as John Cusack. Colin just got in line a lot sooner.
Yeah, I got a line sooner, so
we love you,
gotcha.
Ryan.
But that girl,
right.
I believe she was dressed as Psylocke.
Oh, okay.
So, from what it looks on the picture,
gotcha.
Yeah. Cause I mean, I know we got pictures with some X-Men, Captain America, some girl with a pyramid helmet or whatever that was.
Oh, that's Pyramid Head from Silent Hill.
Oh, nice.
So there's that.
Yeah, it's not a con without them.
Yeah.
Who else was there, Con? I'm trying to think of. We missed getting pictures with the couple from Beetlejuice. We missed that.
Yeah. There was people dressed up from Game of Thrones. There was a guy dressed up as Hagrid from Harry Potter, which Travis actually got a picture of with.
Now, are we in agreement that it is Hagrid and not who?
Yes. That was my bad. I kept saying Hodor.
Oh.
They're both really big guys. So.
Yeah, this guy was a huge man. I mean, I thought I was a big guy. This guy was a huge man. Like, this would be the
fantastic.
guy. This would be the guy if he came up to me in a bar, tapped me on the shoulder, and says, "You need to leave." I'd be gone when he says "you." He was a huge guy.
Oh, we'll definitely put him up on the.
Yeah, they'll be up on the website by the end of the week. That's at least that's
fantastic.
my plan.
As long as I find my cord.
We'll definitely get those up. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to Indie PopCon now in June.
Sweet.
Yeah. So, but when me and Colin were up in Chicago doing that, what'd you do over the weekend, Joe?
What did I do over the weekend? Shoot, I did not do anything fun. That's not true. What did I do? I honestly don't remember. Man, I think I just, not to dig myself a deeper hole, I just hung out with my wife all weekend, and it was nice.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
That's love. I want love.
Yeah. It was her. She's on spring break now, and so it was just kind of a lot of hanging out.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Good. So you guys just hung around the house, kind of. Did you catch up on Marvel? I heard season 2 of Daredevil has been pretty good. Have you started on that?
No. I no longer I no longer have access to my cousin's Netflix account, and so I haven't been watching any Netflix for the past couple of weeks.
Oh well, Joey, if you want Netflix, just ask me. You have my Netflix.
I know. The thing is, I've been really productive with my schoolwork for the past couple of weeks, and so I'm afraid of jumping back on that bandwagon.
You'll be fine.
Probably.
That's good. How is school going? Good? Everything good?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a week ahead right now, which is nice.
That's nice for that.
Yeah. Yeah, so hopefully by like the time Indiana Comic-Con rolls around in a few weeks, I will be done with the semester already, except for just going to class. So, which would be really, really dandy.
Yeah, we're probably not going to the Comic-Con, Indiana, but Indy PopCon. So.
Yeah. So, well, I'm going to Indiana Comic-Con with the other podcast.
Gotcha.
So it's we've been going since they started, and so it's just kind of tradition at this point. So
yeah.
But yeah, should be a good time. I don't know. It's pretty lame still.
The Indiana one.
Yeah, at the risk of getting them to really hate me, really just burning that relationship to the ground right away. They don't have a lot of people going there yet because a lot of people still don't know about it.
Yeah.
And so like the few times that we've been there, it's been like really awkward and uncomfortable. And there's never, I mean, the nice thing is there aren't as many people. So there's not this huge crush of humanity that you have to wade through on a daily basis, which is nice. But it also means that like the really hardcore, please forgive the term, basement dwelling nerds are the ones who make it out to Indiana Comic-Con so far. So, but on the bright side, Geekcast Rye, you'll recall from the episode a few weeks ago, when he was there, he got the Hound from Game of Thrones to call him a cunt, which is nice.
Nice.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Right?
And I could totally
didn't get an autograph or a picture, but was just like, hey, can you just do this thing for me?
When you say a few weeks ago, you're talking about like 4 months ago?
Yeah, probably. Time is hard and or relative.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, I mean, hey, it's never really a good time until somebody calls you a cunt,
Right? So it was fantastic. So he also tricked Jason Momoa into taking a picture with him.
Really?
Yep. He was like, oh, my wife really likes your work. I just need to prove to her that I saw you. And he was like, oh, well, if it's for your wife. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But other than that, I mean, it's pretty hardcore lame. It's fun to go, but it's still picking up steam. It's nothing like C2E2 or Gen Con or Indie PopCon.
Well, I think C2E2 is new itself. I think this was like the third year.
Was it really?
I don't know, but there was a lot of people there. I mean, I think
it started in like 2012 almost.
Man, I thought C2E2 was older than that, but
no, Comic-Con is. But
yeah, I'm not even sure that like Indie Comic-Con is like associated with the other Comic-Cons. I think they just named itself that.
Yeah,
and they're hoping to fit in
Chicago
without any questions.
Is it like comic with a K at the end?
It might be.
Well, I know
that's funny.
Chicago's isn't Chicago Comic-Con. It's actually called Wizard Con.
Oh, that's right.
So
I always forget about that.
So, and then you also got to think, Chicago's a major city.
Right.
So if something's Not like Indiana is not going to have a major city, so it's probably not going to
Indianapolis
draw
is
as
a
big as a
major
crowd.
city.
Not compared to Chicago.
Yeah.
I will gladly sell Indianapolis down the river for that one.
Well, it's true. I mean,
I know.
most of your people from Indiana will go to the Chicago one.
Yep.
Well, why is it not more people go to Indy PopCon than they do to Indiana Comic Con?
I'm really not sure. My best guess is that they probably have better marketing.
It's possible.
Well, when is Indiana Comic Con?
I gotta check. April 29th, I think.
You think maybe it has to do with the time the schools are happening and shit? Maybe
It could be that too. Yeah, because it's not during the summer. It's not during one of the spring breaks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I know, right? I'm so fucking.
Because Indy PopCon's June, so
Yeah. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's just they're not doing it at the right time. Maybe if Indiana Comic Con was at like the beginning of August or middle of July or something like that. I know. Was it the podcast movement convention up there in Chicago? I think it's like the weekend of July. So I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna like really do well. As far as like holidays and everything. But
Right.
I
don't know.
That's one.
That's
one I wouldn't mind checking out either.
Yeah, it probably also depends on because you're probably right. If I were in charge of it, I'd be pushing for the middle of the summer. But with Gen Con and all the other cons that are going on in Indianapolis during that time, it makes sense that they'd be stuck with the slim pickings.
Yeah, that's true.
For dates.
That's true. But before I forget, and before we move into this freaking thing of the week, remember on last week's show we released that awesome hashtag?
Yes.
Perfect. I wanna share with you a tweet that we got that pertains to childhood imagination. The question about will you allow your kids to have imagination, or will you be a horrible parent to ruin it for them?
Right.
We actually got a response from Ben Stambog. I think I pronounced his name wrong, but it don't matter. He's actually from a podcast himself. He's from the Hey Man podcast, or Hey My Man podcast. He wrote, always let kids use their imaginations as long as possible. I want my kids to be fucking Calvin and Hobbes.
Perfect.
So, quick shout out to Ben. Thank you for getting involved and interacting with the show. As promised, I read your tweet out onto the show. And it goes for everyone else. If you want to use the hashtag freaking sand to get a hold of us on the show, we'll interact and we'll share with you. I'll throw whatever you write out there. I'll say it. I don't give a shit.
We'll give you a shout out.
Yeah, we'll throw some things out there. I'll have Colin give you a wink. I mean, you won't be able to see it, but I'm sure you'll feel the love.
I give lots of love.
Anyway, thanks again to Ben. Thanks for interacting. Anyways, this freaking thing of the week. I want to talk about a movie coming out called Hardcore Henry. Colin has some strong feelings on it.
In my opinion, it's just fucking stupid.
In his opinion,
wow, that's that is a much stronger opinion than I expected.
Let me read the quick plot line for the movie that's coming off of Wikipedia. Hardcore Henry is a first-person action film in which the audience sees everything through the eyes of Henry, a man resurrected from the brink of death by a cybernetic super soldier who remembers nothing about his past. He is trying to save his wife Estella, or it could be Estelle, who has been kidnapped by Akan or Akan. I don't know. Akan. Is it Akan? Akan? Don't matter.
I don't know.
A powerful warlord with a plan for bioengineering soldiers in an unfamiliar city of Moscow. Henry tries to avoid being killed while discovering the truth behind his identity. So I'm going to assume it is a first-person view reenaction of what the Bourne Identity is.
Something like that. It seems like, yeah.
Yeah, pretty close. But anyways, so Hardcore Henry originally was released back in September 12th of 2015, at the Toronto International Film Festival. At that point, it was only known as just hardcore.
Hmm.
During this time at the festival, it won the Grosh People's Choice Midnight Madness Award. And after being viewed, it was actually had a bid between three different studios on who wanted to release it to the United States. Between the three, it was Lionsgate, Universal, and STX Entertainment. STX ended up winning it, and they're looking to release it. Looks like April 8th of this year.
Fantastic.
I know, right? I actually did research, man. I actually looked shit up.
That's awesome. I appreciate it.
A little quick more information, then we kind of give our views on how we feel about first-person movies. Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 94%.
No kidding.
Based on 15 reviews of 6.5 out of 10.
They're still idiots.
Metacritic gave it a 55 out of 100. Based on 6 critics giving it a review that is, quote, mixed or average reviews. The movie's about 95 minutes long. And Colin, I'm gonna get to you, but since you're already opinionated, I'll still get to you later. Joey, what's your view on first-person action films?
This is the first one I've ever heard of, I think. Certainly the first one I've ever watched even a trailer for. And I don't know. I'm excited by the trailer. It was weird. It was kind of a weird ride to watch the trailer. And so I'm not sure. Like, I feel like I'll go see it because I'm intrigued, but that'll be the only reason. And it might be the last one I ever see. First and last.
All right. Now, as far as first person movies go, Cloverfield and Blair Witch Project were both considered first person, right? But those are first person based on somebody video recording, right?
Oh, yeah, like the found footage film.
Yeah, so I mean, the whole purpose was it was through the view of first person, but it was through the view of first person like recording.
Right.
Right. Okay. Now, I guess the difference between those and this, like, this isn't supposed to be a video camera recording. It's supposed to be actually be through the eyes of a person itself.
Right.
Now, I've never seen the movie, but have you guys ever seen the movie Doom with The Rock?
I don't believe so.
Okay. I thought I remember that being like partially first person. I think because like it was supposed to be based off the game itself. I've never seen it, but since neither of you guys seen either, we're not even gonna get close to even talking about it because it'll just be a waste of our fucking time. All right, Colin, give me your extended view on this movie.
On hardcore, Henry? It's fucking stupid.
Why not? But tell me why.
It's first person. I saw that trailer. I was just like, give me a fucking break here. It's not a fucking video game.
Do you play first person games?
Yes, all the time. I'm sorry. I don't want to watch a movie that's in the eyes of the person. I'd rather see who the people are. Not, oh, look, there's my hands. Shit. It's so stupid. I haven't ever seen it, but what I saw of it, Blair Witch Project, is the same thing. I believe that's through a camera though, so.
Yeah, and that's where I think like where the difference falls between the two, to where like because Blair Witch Project, like I said with Cloverfield, was shot first person but through an object like a video camera, stuff like that. To where this isn't a video camera, this is actually somebody's like view, like permanent view. Like unless the only way we're gonna see the person if they look into a mirror. To whereas with Blair Witch Project, you see the person when the camera is pointed at them. I'm not so sure how I feel about myself. I'm a huge action film guy, but I think as far as the first person view, I think it's gonna probably bother me too much to enjoy it. Just because like even at video game wise, I'm not a big fan of first person video games. I like the camera views from behind. I don't know would it be third person or whatever it is.
Yeah, third person.
Yeah, so I don't know how much I'm gonna like it. I know it looks good. I'm assuming there's gonna be a large fan base who's gonna enjoy it. since obviously it, was picked up by, a actual studio who beat out, Lionsgate and Universal, which are, one of the couple of top studios in the country, in my opinion.
Oh, easily.
Yeah. So another thing that I thought was interesting is, thinking how this was just gonna be like, a Toronto Film Festival movie. I didn't think there'd be anyone in it who was well known or anything. But have you ever heard of a man called Charlotte Copley?
Yeah. Sorry, yes, I believe I have.
Yeah, he was. I guess he was in District 9.
Yes, Charlotte Copley. Yes.
There we go.
He's one of my favorite people.
Yeah, and he played Captain Murdoch in the A-Team.
Yes.
Yeah, he plays a character named Jimmy in Hardcore Henry.
That is fantastic.
Yeah. So there you go. Then there's a couple other people. I'm not gonna go through the names, but if people are interested, obviously you could you go on YouTube and watch the trailer. You can go online and find all the information about it. Pretty much everything I gave you is what I found or what I care to look like extensively for. But it looks like a good movie, and it's not a movie for me. It's obviously not a movie for Colin. Joe, you said you may see it.
Yeah, I'd give it a shot. I think it was a weird thing, like listening to Colin's complaints. Like, I don't like first-person shooter video games at all because of the same reason. I really like seeing my character in the third person. Like I spend all this time creating an avatar. I want to be able to see the frickin' thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I hate the ones where you create the avatar, and like you can see him when you're creating him, but you don't play as that. You play as in the first person.
That's a fair point.
That irritates me. Because why sit there and create what your guy looks like, but you can't ever see him?
Right.
So.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. It's just something about this. I think because of the novelty of it, I'm really intrigued. I don't think I'd see it in a regular theater. I think I'd probably see it in like an IMAX or 3D or something like that, just because it seems like it would be really, really hard to watch in just regular 2-dimensional.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I don't see in 2 dimensions.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know. I'm intrigued. I don't think it's going to be a good movie. I don't think I'm going to like it, but I'm too intrigued by it to not at least give it 95 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, if anything, at least it has an actor in it that you somewhat enjoy. So I mean, at least there'll be that.
Right, and it's got like a Jennifer Lawrence clone, so that's cool too, I guess.
Yeah.
So I say that because his wife Estelle looks just like Jennifer Lawrence, but is not played by her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Gotcha. So, but yeah, like I said, I think we'll throw the information for this in the show notes, so people could find that information there and they can give their own opinions on it. This is a good interactive moment for our show. If you guys have an opinion about it, tell me how you guys feel about first-person films, like such as Cloverfield, Blair Witch Project, this movie coming out, and also Doom, anything like that. Tweet us, use the hashtag Freakin Saying. Let us know your views on it. I'd love to hear them, and I'd love to share them next week. Before we get into the main discussion we have today, which is obviously the release of the new Batman Superman movie coming out this weekend, I want to take a quick break and promote another podcast. Sound good?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Perfect.
Perfect. We'll be promoting Cocktail and Centaurs this week.
Fantastic.
So let's give a listen to them.
Welcome to Cocktails and Centaurs,
where we sip our way through
life.
dying because she's like a 12-year-old boy, like with the word penis or something. Like you just, Books.
Scar you for life.
I know.
That was your point of no return, and you still orgasm. Like, could you ever get hard again unless there was a skeleton? I mean, like, what did that like really fuck you up?
And pop culture.
This is what really got me. He said we love her even more because she was born in the toilet.
What?
I am Liz.
I'm Jessica.
And we hope you can join us for our next drink. You can find us on Stitcher, SoundCloud, and iTunes, Tangent Bound Network,
Yes.
and cocktailsandcentaurs.com.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye. Oh my god.
Yeah, they sound like a couple fun people to definitely give a listen to.
Yeah, sounds awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it's the best of both worlds. I mean, I love cocktails, and I know you guys are huge fans of Centaurs.
Right? I'm big. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, is that you rubbing your balls again, Joey?
Oh, yes.
Perfect. Yeah, so give a listen to Cocktail and Centaurs. Really funny podcast. I believe they gotta be drunk doing it, but I mean, I think it makes it more fun that way. So March 25th, big day in
yes.
big day in what's it geek nerd DC fans all over the world.
Yes.
Indeed.
Yeah. Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice finally comes to life, and I guess I'm gonna honestly say, like, how Colin feels about Harker Henry. I almost feel the same way about this movie, as in I'm not gonna like it, and I don't think it's gonna be as good as it needs to be.
My question is, how do you like the Marvel movies, but you wouldn't like the DC movies?
Oh, they're totally different.
Like I said last week, and it has nothing to do with what the quality is going to be. It has nothing to do with the entire story it's going to read. But the thing is, it's not real Batman.
Oh,
It's the whole suit of armor, Iron Man like Batman.
yeah.
And that's the thing that bothers me about it, because it's not original Batman versus original Superman. It is completely upgraded, non-real, non-true to character Batman against normal Superman, and that's the part that keeps bothering me about it.
Okay,
Yeah,
I suppose.
like it's not, you know, I'm not a DC fan by any means. Like, I never followed DC. I never got into DC. When I was younger, I watched X-Men. I didn't watch the Justice League. I didn't watch Batman Beyond. I did watch the Batman movies, but I mean, other than that, I never watched any of the Supermans. I never got into Wonder Woman. I never got into that stuff. I was always into Marvel. So I don't really have a lot of input on the history of DC. And I would love to. I'd love to get into it. I'd love to, you know, be interested in what Superman and Batman and Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Flash, Green Arrow, and all of them do. And eventually I will. I will get into it, but I can't get into this movie just for the fact of what they did to Batman in it.
Yeah. I suppose.
I mean, I'm totally willing to trash Batman all day, every day. But his superpower is not his money, as much as I'd like to say that. And the superpower isn't any superpower in particular. I mean, he's not. It's not the fact that he's an expert at martial arts. It's the fact that he is one of the greatest scientific minds of his generation, and he's supposed to be able to outthink his opponents no matter what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and so he shouldn't have to have a metal suit to protect himself from Superman. What he should have is some kind of batarang laced with kryptonite.
Yeah.
You know, in my opinion. And I don't really care that much. I have no dog in the fight between Batman versus Superman because I just don't care that much. But yeah, I don't know. I feel the same way. But I think it's going to be an okay movie.
Yeah.
I think it will be good, in my opinion. But I don't hate
Why do you think it's gonna
DC
be
versus
a good movie?
Marvel.
Like, why do you think it's gonna be a good movie? I mean, what about it do you feel is gonna be a good movie?
Well, I just think it's pretty much because I like all movies. But no,
Unless they're first person.
I've liked all the DC movies that have come out, and I don't care what people say.
Well, I mean,
I liked Green Lantern. It was a good movie to me.
Yeah, but why did you like Green Lantern? I mean, like, why do you like all these DC movies? I mean,
Because I thought they were well done.
So it's quality.
Yeah, quality.
So you don't care what the story is at all. It's just a quality movie.
Somewhat I do, but
I mean, if they took Green Lantern, they made Green Lantern a Asian woman, would you care?
Yeah, probably that would be a little weird.
But,
I'd be into that.
But I mean, is it because it doesn't follow the integrity of the story itself?
Well, I don't know the whole comics side story of them. I'm not big into the comics, so I don't know what the whole following is.
But you know, it wasn't an Asian woman.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, well, Batman wasn't a suit of armor, and that's.
Well, I know that too. But that's not going to steer me wrong from not liking it.
So, and I will, in all fairness, the mech bat suit is in the comics, but still, I don't think he uses it to fight Superman. I could be wrong. I could Google it and find out, but I'm not going to because I'm lazy.
Well, that's another. I mean, explain to me why they're fighting in the first place. Do you guys know why? I mean, is there any
Superman is an alien, and he's going to take over the race. People believe so. Batman's going to fight.
That's part of it. The other thing is, so you'll remember in Man of Steel, like this whole city almost basically gets destroyed by Superman in the process of fighting this bad guy, right? Batman looks at that and goes, "That's not right. It should not be allowed that this basically God can come here and wreck this city, wreck any city he wants, whenever he wants, just because he feels like this person or that person is evil." And so Bruce Wayne, I think the idea is that he's coming out of retirement to put on the bat suit again and fight Superman and take him down because he is this sort of false god that needs to be destroyed for the protection of humanity. But then it's also... The purpose of this movie is to set up the Justice League, which is why it's the dawn of justice and why Wonder Woman has a cameo in it.
Hey, Aquaman does too.
Right. Oh, I didn't know Aquaman did. So good. I'm glad. So what's going to end up happening is Batman and Superman are probably going to fight for the first, I don't know, half to 3/4 of the film. And then they're going to go, "Oh no, Lex Luthor is taking over the world." And they're going to team up with Wonder Woman and Aquaman, and they're going to fight Lex Luthor and destroy him and then start the Justice League. And then that's going to set up, hopefully, from DC's perspective, hopefully that's going to set up their new cinematic universe, and it's going to create all of these different story arcs that are going to tie together down the line in a big Justice League movie. Just like the Avengers, only, like 10 years too late and, however many dollars that is too short.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, I'm just kind of looking over the list of cast here and everything. And I see that, Aquaman's going to be in it. Cyborg will be in it. You'll see the Flash. All of them just have small roles to kind of promote the Justice League, like you were saying.
Oh, the Flash is going to be in it too?
Yeah.
Heck yes. I like the Flash.
Let's see what else is there.
And John Cena, of course.
John Cena. Boop, 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 boop. No, so good. It's probably my favorite meme on the internet right now.
But okay, so as far as this movie goes, then, and for your example of the Superman movie with the destroyed buildings, is this in any way kind of like Marvel, where Marvel have taken separate movies and merging them into each other, or does this movie not follow the storylines of any other Batman or Superman movie?
I think it only follows the storyline of the most recent Superman film.
So it has nothing to do with the Dark Knight or anything that Christian Bale played at all.
As far as I know, that is correct.
Yeah, I believe. Yeah, it doesn't go off the Christian Bale.
Right. It
Uh,
shouldn't
it
because
goes off of the Man of Steel,
right
Henry Cavill or Canville.
Cavill or whatever. Yeah. That Brit who's playing an American.
Yeah.
Now, what
As
is
though I have a problem with that.
what is Kal-El?
Kal-El is Superman.
Yep.
I know, but what is
His name from Krypton.
Oh, okay, yeah, because it says Henry Cavill or whatever his last name is as Kal-El Clark Kent Superman. I didn't know if it was like a alternate guy or something like that. Like how we discussed before the show, the whole other world bad guys.
Yeah.
So that just kind of baffled me. I don't know. I may go with and watch it. I just gotta see if I can get past the suit of armor thing. I'm taking my comic book fandom very seriously nowadays.
Are you?
I am.
As we all should.
I'm committed. I'm committed to having a hobby, and this is now my hobby is critiquing what I believe these superheroes should be. My hobby is my opinion now. That's
perfect.
That's what my new hobby is. Like, they're not doing that, right?
Sold. That's a great hobby.
Well, me and Travis have actually been going through all the Marvel movies. So, if we didn't mention that last time,
we got Ant-Man just to get through. We're on the last one.
Sweet.
Yeah, and actually, it's weird. Like when you actually watch in the order that you're supposed or not supposed to, but the order that they're showing they should be. I mean, you catch a lot of things, or at least I caught a lot of things I missed originally, like in Avengers: Age of Ultron when Captain America's talking to Falcon and Falcon's saying like, hey, he doesn't mind the missing the bullets while going on his wild goose chase to find the guy. I didn't know until I rewatched it that they were talking about Winter Soldier. Or at least what I'm thinking is they're talking about Winter Soldier.
Mm-hmm.
So and it's just those small things like that, like like the soldiers and the people and everyone else who's in one movie but is also in the other, and stuff like that. It's definitely something to watch it in the order you're supposed to watch it. And I know like we're going based off an order that we found online, and in that order you're supposed to also include the TV show Shield, but I'm not diving into TV shows quite yet. I mean, I started to get through the first season of Daredevil, so I get to the second season of Daredevil, which has a Punisher in it, which I'm really eager beaver about watching.
I
get it. I know. Agents of Shield is a man. Yeah, it's a commitment. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I probably won't get into it, but who knows? I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not going to.
So, well, the only advantage to getting into it is that you'll know all of the backstory for the Inhumans movies that come out in 2018. I think. Maybe 2019. Or 2017. I don't know. Sometime in the next 5 or 6 years, the Inhumans movie will come out. 2019. Thank you, Internet.
Yeah, I love the Internet.
Yep. All the information I didn't know I needed to know right at my fingertips.
Right.
So, real quick, if anyone could look it up, what are the next set of DC movies that are coming out after Batman and Superman? Like I know Wonder Woman's coming out and Aquaman, but there's
it's Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad in the fall. Yeah.
So when's Wonder Woman's what, next year then? So the only DC this year is this and Suicide Squad?
Sinister Six. No, wait, I think that's also Marvel.
Oh.
Well, Sinister Six, is that the one that's coming out and causing Spider-Man to be pushed off till next year?
I think so. Let's see. Yeah, Sinister Six is a Spider-Man movie, so I believe you're correct. Yes, Wonder Woman is 2017. And those are all the ones that are listed immediately when you Google DC movies.
I think it's just Suicide Squad and Batman.
I think the Killing Joke animated film is coming out, I think, later this year as well.
Batman Bad Blood, too.
Nice. So I'm actually really excited for the Killing Joke. They're bringing back like Kevin Connolly and Mark Hamill from the animated Batman series from the 90s.
Okay.
So, and they're doing the Killing Joke Joker origin storyline that everybody loves so darn much. So that'll be really exciting, and it'll be exciting to have Kevin Connolly as Batman again, and Mark Hamill as the Joker, who is hands down my absolute favorite Joker of all time.
Well, he plays it in the Batman video games too.
Yeah, I believe. Well, for some of them, anyway.
Well, I mean, like the Rocksteady ones.
Gotcha. Yeah, there was one that came out recently that didn't have him doing it, but it was somebody else who was like, "Yeah, I try to copy Mark Hamill when I do this."
I believe.
Yeah, one of the Arkham ones. It wasn't Mark Hamill, but it doesn't really matter that much.
Find that out.
So I'm just a big Mark Hamill fan lately.
Did you know that The Dark Knight Rises grossed $1.085 billion?
I did not, but I believe it.
I was looking up DC movies and I was just seeing like what's coming out. The only thing on the list right now is Batman vs Superman and Suicide Squad this year and Wonder Woman next year. But yeah, like apparently Man of Steel cost $25 million more than Dawn of Justice did.
Jeez.
Yeah, but no, that's a lot of money. To have that much right now.
No kidding.
Mm-hmm. But Colin,
Yo,
besides Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Batman, and Superman movie, what other DC characters would you love to see a movie made on?
ooh, DC characters. I don't know. That's a hard question.
I know, that's why I asked. What about you, Joe? Is there a DC character that you might have seen a movie made on?
I would love to see them do a good Constantine film. They did do one a while back with Keanu Reeves.
Yes.
That I don't think paid homage to the character appropriately after seeing the Constantine TV show that was canceled this year. That DC show made me so excited for that character that I'm like actually retroactively upset about the movie that I loved when it came out with Keanu Reeves. So I would love to see them remake that and do it really well.
I got it. I would in my opinion, I would like to see them make, I mean, it's already obviously been done, but a Superman movie based on the Smallville series.
Oh,
A movie using Tom Welling as Clark Kent.
honestly, if we're popping the top off of that can, I would love to see any DC movie with any of the television versions of the characters because they have been frickin' phenomenal.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. I'm nervous about the Flash as is going to be portrayed in Batman versus Superman because the way that Barry Allen is portrayed on the Flash TV show is so good. And man, if they ever do Green Arrow, I just don't know what I'm going to do with myself. If it's not Stephen Amell or Amell doing the...
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm with you. You have this wild success. Why are you keeping these separate?
Yeah.
What about
Cross the streams, Ray. Cross the streams.
So what about a Green Arrow movie? You think a Green Arrow movie could be good?
Yeah, my only fear with it is that it'd be Batman, but with like arrows instead of. I don't know. Like, I don't know how they do it for a movie. I hope so. I hope they would make it and it would be really, really good and amazing and fantastic. My fear is that they would be like, let's make another Batman movie, but people are kind of tired of Batman, so let's make him green and have him shoot a bow and arrow. And we'll just make a Batman movie, but we'll call it Green Arrow and people will give us their money. Like, no, DC, we are not that stupid. Yeah. Like, Warner Brothers, go to bed. You're done.
What about Doomsday?
Ooh, Doomsday.
Do a villain movie. So.
I was actually thinking of them making a movie, but based on Bane.
On Bane?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That would be a good one.
Or like not even Bane, but like like the whole like Ra's al Ghul, Natalia, like in that like.
Oh
prison.
God, yes.
Like something like that. Like it starts out in that prison, they're surviving everything. It ends with, Natalia getting out, rescuing Bane, all that shit. I mean, because you already know what happens. It's been long enough for everyone to see the movie. Now you throw out a prequel to kind of show that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's what they need to look at more now. I think they need to do more villain type movies. Like I think they're getting the right idea with Suicide Squad, Sinister Six, and all that stuff. Maybe lean towards more of those now.
Yeah, I will give it. The one thing DC does better than anybody else is their villains. Mm-hmm. Their villains are so human and they're so real and they're so as ridiculous as they are, you can believe that somebody would have this type of psychotic break with reality and would go on this particular type of murder spree or whatever. Yeah. So absolutely, give me like a League of Assassins movie. Mm-hmm. In a heartbeat. Give me a movie called The Demon's Head, and it's all about Ra's al Ghul and his relationship with his daughter and Bane and all of this other stuff. Yes, please. Yeah. Sign me up.
Well, what's that group of villains that Lex Luthor runs?
I don't know off the top of my head. Is it Hive?
No, it's like
that's the other one I know about.
I'm talking about like that. I'm talking about the cartoon version of DC's Justice League.
I know what you're talking about.
It's like the League of Doom or
something like that. Yes.
I don't want to say Legion of Doom because I think
the problem is my brain keeps screaming "Evil League of Evil," and that is definitely not the answer. The Injustice Gang. That's dumb.
It's Legion of Doom.
Perfect then. It's not on the Wikipedia page in the summary, so I'm glad that you found it.
Yeah. It's Legion of Doom is a group of supervillains led by Lex Luthor that originated in Challenge of the Super Friends.
Fantastic.
An animated series from Hanna-Barbera. I remember Hanna-Barbera. She always has good shows. Yeah, I remember this. Legion of Doom. I just thought it was just a wrestling tag team.
Dark Side or Dark Seed.
Ooh. I think Dark Side, but yeah.
Yeah. Apparently what I read this weekend is that he's basically supposed to be the same as Thanos from Marvel.
Yep.
So.
From the planet Apocalypse. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that made me think of something else. What was it? Oh! Not Deadshot. What is his name? Wade Wilson. What is Wade Wilson's...
Deadpool.
Not Deadpool, but Dead something. No, Slade Wilson. Sorry, you're right. Wade Wilson is Deadpool.
Oh, Slade
Wilson.
Deathstroke.
Deathstroke. Thank you. Oh, that was going to bother me. I'd watch a Deathstroke movie too.
Yeah.
As long as we're talking about really complex and interesting villains from DC.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know, any DC villain movie is getting me all excited. I can't even say it right. I'm getting all frothy and I'll towel off after this episode.
Right.
Oh, Yeah, I don't know. I'll probably see Dawn of Justice. I'm excited about it.
Yeah. Well, if you have to rate it 1 to 5 on how badly you really want to see it, where would you put it at? 1 being like I could wait for it to come out on TV so I can listen to it in the background while I make dinner and read a book, or 5 like I'm going to be so focused in the perfect seat in the perfect theater eating the perfect bucket of popcorn.
Ooh. See, my problem is if I'm going to go see it in theaters, I have to have it in the right seat and the right bucket of popcorn. But I'm not like I'm like a 3.5.
Like a 3.5.
Leaning toward a 3, if I'm honest.
What about you, Colin?
Repeat the question, please.
I don't know if I can. Okay. Scale.
How excited are you on a scale of 1 to 5 for seeing Dawn of Justice? With a 5 being so excited you can hardly stand it, and a 1 being this is boring.
3.
A 3?
Yeah.
Out this entire like this is an awesome movie, you're going with eh.
Well, I mean,
I thought you were. I'm just surprised. I thought you'd be at 5.
no,
I thought you'd at least be at 4.
There's very few movies that actually like, yeah, this is amazing. I have to see this in theaters and that.
Gotcha.
You spent this whole part of the podcast telling us how awesome this movie's going to be, and you're less than Joe.
I didn't say it's going to be an awesome movie. I said I want to see it and I think I'll enjoy it.
You'll enjoy it enough to see it in less suspense as Joe.
That's funny. That slays me.
I'm going to give it a 3.1, so my eagerness is higher than yours.
I don't even like Batman in a mech suit, and I like this movie better than you.
I hate Batman.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I can't stand him.
We should have an episode entirely about that at some point.
Why do you love Batman there, John?
I also hate Batman.
So what do you want to have an entire show of why Batman sucks?
Oh, I would just love to sit and trash Batman for an entire 45 minutes.
Nothing wrong with that.
I'll write an essay and I'll bring it to the show, gosh darn it.
3-page paper of why I hate Batman.
Let's start with how he strangled that mentally deficient kid back in the 40s.
Why I hate Batman. Number 1, he spent his whole life with some old dude.
He's a bitch.
His superpower is money.
Yeah, pretty much.
Fucking God. I so want to see this movie.
After giving him a half-throated defense earlier.
Hey, I want to see the movie, but I don't like Batman. I prefer to go see it for Superman.
So fucked up.
I like Superman.
This movie's gonna be so good. I kind of want to see it and fuck Batman.
Batman's a little bitch. I hate him.
Of course he's a little bitch. That's why he needs a suit of armor, and it's not gonna be a good movie.
Sorry. Tangent. Back to the other thing.
A movie Batman?
No, yeah, well, sure, why not? Is it the Christian Bale version or the George Clooney?
The one with the nipples on it.
Perfect. There is a version of Batman that came out. It was in one of the alternate DC universes where Thomas and Martha Wayne walking down the alley with little Bruce, and Bruce is the one who's killed. And Thomas Wayne becomes Batman, and Martha Wayne becomes the Joker. I would watch that movie till the tape burned out of my old VHS.
That sounds like it would be actually really badass.
Yeah. So
I like
that's
that idea. Well, see, it's like Colin, like, what would you say? Like, you think that Aquaman would be a good movie if it was more darker? I think obviously we don't really know what it is, but it would be better as a dark version movie.
Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, because so many people bash Aquaman. I mean,
he's actually one of the most powerful superheroes that exists in the DC universe. By the way,
think of it. If you have a dark side, even I think any dark-sided version of a character is going to be better than a light-sided. And that's in my opinion. If you have just like a lot of like Tim Burton movies, he does darker movies. His movies usually do very well.
Right.
People would rather see a darker one. In my opinion, people would rather see darker-sided things than your light-sided stuff.
Yeah. Well, we're all very cynical now.
So.
You know. Yeah, I'm with you. I get that, and I appreciate it. So if I want something bubbly and fun to watch, I'll go watch The Flash on WGN.
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely.
but as far as a movie goes, like, I get it.
Yeah, I love Tim Burton movies. I like Tim Burton movies that aren't like animation though. Sweeney Todd I like. I don't like Corpse Bride.
Gotcha.
And I hate fucking Nightmare Before Christmas. Don't know why. Fucking hate it.
Oh, one of my favorites.
Nah,
Yeah, it's all right.
But for the listeners out there, Dawn of Justice comes out on the 25th, and
Friday.
Yeah. So go check it out. Let us know how you feel about the show. Keep interacting with us on Twitter using the hashtag Freakin saying. Give us your opinion on the upcoming Batman movie, how you feel about it. Also give us your view on how you feel about Aquaman, if it would be better as a darker, more grim type movie, or go into the bullshit pussy ass one that you see in the Justice League in the cartoon as a child. I'm with Colin that it needs to be grim because I think these movies are a lot better with a darker side of humor.
I'm with you. I don't want to see Fred from the frickin' Mystery Machine Gang
Exactly.
as Aquaman.
Exactly.
Yeah. But and with the state of our oceans today, gosh darn it, it is absolutely deserving of a grim film.
I want the Aquaman who's staring at BP's pipeline as
And I want him to take a drag off his cigarette and then blow up the ocean liner.
Show me a fish with a plastic ring around its neck.
For 95 minutes. And I'll show you a movie that's better than Hardcore Henry.
Oh, shit.
Hashtag an inconvenient truth.
Joey.
Yes.
Every Thursday, our viewers could catch us. I'm sorry. Why do I keep saying viewers as if we're on fucking TV?
I don't know.
Over there.
I'll allow it.
Hey, Joey.
Yes.
Every Thursday, our listeners could catch Geekcast Joe here on this freaking show. But if they want more, if they need more Geekcast Joe, where can they go?
If you need more Geekcast Joe, turn into the Geekcast Live podcast on Saturdays at 11 a.m. Eastern Time at gcl.ninja, or hit us up at iTunes at Geekcast Live Podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, like we said earlier, we had a lot of fun at C2E2. Me and Awkward Con had a great chance to meet a lot of interesting people I'm hoping to keep in contact with and, maybe interact more over social media. The photos from our fun little adventure will be on our website shortly, so check those out. Like I said before, if you want to interact with us, you can just go to our brand new website that was launched, thisfreakinshow.com. From there, you can find our shows on podcast or Podbean. I'm sorry. You can find a link to our Twitter, to our Facebook, to our Instagram. Follow us, like us, check out some photos, check out some tweets, and interact with us. Send us an email, send us a tweet, message us on Facebook. Any way you want to reach out to us, just let us know. If you don't want to do Podbean, if you have an Apple product like an iPhone, Mac computer, if you have iTunes, go on iTunes and find our podcast. You can just search This Freaking Show. While you're there listening to our wonderful shows, leave us a rating and review. Give us 5 stars and tell us how awesome we are. I mean, we already know it, but I'd just like to hear from other people as well, so I'm not so self-centered. As always, I am Travesty.
I'm Awkward Colin.
And I'm Geekcast Joe.
Thank you for listening to This Freaking Show. I'm out.